ecological issues. They affect us all. And so, tonight on Second Nature, we'll be recycling some old nature footage.
Dankeschön, darling, Dankeschön. Thank you for all the joy and pain. Picture show, second balcony was the place we'd meet. Second seat, go Dutch treat. You were sweet, Dankeschön, darling, Dankeschön. Save those lies, darling, don't explain. I recall Central Park and fall, how you tore your dress, what a mess, I confess. That's not all, Dankeschön, darling, Dankeschön. Thank you for walks down Lover's Lane. I can see hearts carved on a tree, letters intertwined, yours and mine, for all time. That was fine. Dankeschön, darling, Dankeschön. Thank you for seeing me again. Though we go on our separate ways, still the memory stays for always. My heart says, Dankeschön, Dankeschön. Oh, darling, Dankeschön. I said, thank you for seeing me again. Though we go on our separate ways, still the memory stays for always. My heart says, Dankeschön, Dankeschön. Auf Wiedersehen, Dankeschön.
Folks, ladies and gentlemen, let me change the screen here. We got a very special guest this afternoon. Thank you for joining me, folks. This afternoon, we have an interview with the one and only End the Drug War Today, Gabe. We're going to be bringing him up here. We're going to bring him up. Let's bring him up right now, folks. Gabe.
Ernie.
What's going on?
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. It's been a long time. He was on
It has been a long time.
There was a time that we had Gabe on. I don't know if I could ever repost that in the current environment on YouTube, but I think people have seen clips. We've seen a few things, but I'm going to let you do the talk, and this is going to be the End the Drug War Today. And I'll let you explain because some people have some questions, and you wanted to come on as well. And so here we are for a very special afternoon, just sipping. I got an alcoholic milkshake, basically, that I'm sipping on. So this should be interesting. Speak what's in your heart, Gabe. Don't listen. So Gabe, for those that may or may not know, would you consider yourself an activist?
Yes, definitely. Thank you. Yeah.
Right. And you want to end the drug war today. Okay. Well, maybe if you could elaborate on that for the good people.
Oh, sure. I mean, first off, I have to express gratitude to be on the Larry King of Lowell's Cow.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's a big
compliment. And do you think there's another?
I don't know. It's hard. It's apples and oranges. There's a lot of tit yankers out here nowadays.
Yeah, and I might as well milk this compliment then because there's a lot of wannabes. And there's one Von Slayer. There's one Shanny Whisperer.
That's right.
Dare I say the Tila Tamer.
The Tila Tamer. That's right.
Huh?
Well, that's a whole nother story. But so what have you been up to? I mean, it's been a long time. I see you're out there. You're looking good. You're physically fit. You're skateboarding. You're active. You've got lots of things going on.
Yeah. And what I really like about your the way you handle the Lulz cow is you really are talking to these people on a real level. Like a lot of times I'm like, Ernie, why are you going? Why are you trying to have this discussion with any of these people? But I think, you're really giving them this opportunity, the same opportunity you're giving me, which is, I hope everybody takes their opportunities. Yeah, man. I just want to say that anyone that says that any of Ernie's crew are abusive in any way, I bowed out of this scene, which I was very excited to be in due to extenuating circumstances. And I've made my way back in on my own accord. And the respect that has been shown, the fun that I had is totally admired. So I've been fortunate to go through all my troubles and travails of the past 5 years without being scathed in a way that's permanent. And now I can do the good works, so to speak.
Oh, that's good. That's good. It's good to have you back and see you out doing your thing. And again, for people that don't understand, so you have Lusty was sharing the link to your channel. You still have a website and thedrugwartoday.com?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I brought food because the king always eats when he does his thing.
There you go. That's fine. So,
do you know who the king is, Ernie?
Which king?
Do you know who the king is?
No, I don't know who the king is.
The king that eats whenever he podcasts. That would be Monograph.
Oh, him. Oh, okay. I got you. No, I don't really.
He's the king of comedy.
Oh, okay. He's something. Yeah. Well,
Well, he's Sam Kinison.
Yeah, that is a theory that's been put out there. That is a theory that's been put out there.
Yeah.
Hollywood death fakers, folks.
Hollywood death fakers, man. It's a thing.
Well, the evidence has been put forth. People can examine it. Is he Sam Kinison? I don't
know. If you think about Monograph and his attitude and how he can pull a 1,000 person audience and hold it, no problem. Like the way he, you guys, it's the king.
Yeah, he's doing well over there. I guess that's what his thing is. So
yeah,
more power to him, I guess.
Yeah.
So, but what about you? What have you been doing? Can you explain?
Right. So
what is it? What is your goal? What is your activism aimed towards ending the drug? How are we going to end the drug war today? Right. What can we do?
To anyone at any point in time can embody the ethic. It's 5 words. You just go. You ask yourself. One, to me, it was given as a religion, and we're doing this, Ernie. Today, I got my 2nd gold victory coin.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see it. If you guys can see, I got a gold victory. That's my 2nd, which is at the end of my gold coin swell. I got 2 of these daddies. They're full, or excuse my language. They're awesome. But it's a mantra. It was given to me. It was handed to me by the goddess, as I call her. It's just, that's a new religion. It's not like Christianity or Judaism or Islam, all of which have slaughtered their way across continents via a thing called drug prohibition, which began about 5000 BC. A lot to explain. I do have some book references on my website for people to comprehend the psychology of drug prohibition, the hundreds of thousands of wasted man hours in jailing people, everybody shooting each other, the world's biggest drug bust yesterday, the day before, 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 every day. Indianapolis, my neighboring city, is now more shootings than Chicago, which I called out here many years ago in colorful fashion. So, I'm here. Honestly, this is a religious event. I was told to come to you by my little religious thing, and I should have come to you first, but I went to the comedy club. But I'm supposed to come here and get the Lulz approvals.
Oh, okay. Well, here we are, folks. So,
here we are.
So again, you can check all that out. There's links, there's sources provided over at endthedrugwartoday.com. So when we first had met, where I'd actually left you, I think the last time I talked to you, you were with a woman. I don't mean that, I don't know, relationship wise or anything. I just meant you were in the hangout, you were with a woman, and you were concerned over a friend that was disappeared. You're
Yeah.
convinced that Obama threw a bag over his head and hauled him back to Mexico or something.
Yeah, Obama personally. Obama, I said that. No.
Well,
That's the lulz. Yeah. I don't know if you, I have a, I'm sure it's still, I don't know if I have it on private or not, but I called the FBI about that guy. He was a naturalized citizen via, and he was also married to an American citizen. And she was with this the whole Edna Lane Brown fiasco, which was the foundation of the whole truth movement. Like, for those who are activists, which the lady Donna Van Meter that was with me, I don't know how she'll feel about me speaking about her, is a true activist. Like, once you agitate people, they send her down to the Edna Lane compound, 2000, I can't remember, 6, 5, and you know what federal agents and DEA agents they want to do is to get you to grab a bomb and take it somewhere so they can pin you as a nut and tie you in association with Edna Lane Brown. Meanwhile, her associate Reno is carrying around an M50 to different events here in Bloomington. Because he has ONI, Office of the Naval Intelligence Associations, or at least his former naval intelligence, you know, how to dissect naval intelligence, how they operate, what is activism, where does the activism of military intelligence and reality intersect. But yeah, we believe that Jose, her friend, is murdered in some desert in Mexico, never to be even found.
wow.
Yeah, I called the FBI. They won't even give me information. He was grabbed from here near Bloomington. I can't even track down who grabbed him, where they took him, where they dropped him off. It's pretty wild. And they give me that 10-minute hold before I get to talk to the FBI, which is like, what they're doing when they give you a 10-minute hold is they're palantiring you. You know what I mean? They're going through the whole, oh, that's Gabe Rivera. He 1993. He fucking agitated everybody in Bloomington. Then he went to Portland. Then he did all this. This is how we handle him, you know. And so it took like 10 minutes for the douchebag to get on the line. And then he's like, yeah, called the field office in Chicago. Figure it out.
Jeez.
Okay.
Wow.
And it was one of those 10 menu things. Like, it was like, yeah, literally a 10 menu. Like, for option number 10, if you wish to do this with a field office and blah, 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 da, 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 da. I was like, oh my God. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, okay. Well, let's back up a little. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, I hope the guy's not
For
dead in
her,
some Mexican.
You know, and I don't even know, Ernie, to be honest with you, Donna tried to get me thrown in jail, just so I'll throw that out there.
Ooh, what happened there?
Well, Rick, the martyr for End the Drug War Today, the guy that died, who I took his guitars.
Right.
I kept saying, Rick, leave me a will. I mean, I understand you don't want these leeches that are coming at you now in your time of dying to have the shit. And you keep telling me that, but you need to leave a will. So Rick comes over one day in front of Donna. And this is Rick's way of handling a will, because he didn't want to give his shit to a nigger, which is what he considered me, like a black person. And he called me nigger. You know what I mean? He had. That's just the way Indiana works. You know, if you're not white, you're not white. You're something else. So,
okay.
Rick comes in the door, pops down, sits down, says, "Hey, Gabe, if you find me dead, take all my stuff. There's no inventory. No one will report it missing." He's not even looking at me. He's looking at Donna. Donna feigns to have a hearing issue. So she beat because I do End the Drug War Today activism by her own terms, 11 hours a day. Okay, whatever. I do. Then she left with this dude. That dude ended up dying on his birthday a year later, because he ended up calling my public defender and saying that I was harassing her about getting the information from her, about having her come testify to the fact that Rick stated that information in front of her. I was asking her to do. So she called the public defender and explained to them that I was harassing her and trying to tamper with a witness. And that's what my public defender ended up telling me. Yeah, that was my homie. That's betrayal from within.
Right. So long story,
Mhm.
just for people that don't know, so you were friends with this Rick fellow. He passed
Kendra,
away,
best friend,
right? And he passed away,
my
and
bassist. He's my bassist.
you
For those
took
of
some
you who
guitars
jam.
that he said that you could have. You had said that, and eventually things caught up, and you got slapped in the wrist for it, didn't you? Didn't you have to do a little time for that?
4 hours.
That's all you did, 4 hours?
I signed off on 4 days because I tried to tell my public defender at the end of it, look, dude, I didn't even do 4 days. They put it on a piece of paper. I was there for 4 hours left with burglary charges, theft of firearm charges. I'm talking to my public. I'm talking to the bailiff or the bail bondsman. And he's like, what are your charges? And I'm like, burglary, theft of firearms. He's like, no, you can't be bailing out for this much with those charges. And I'm like, okay. I don't know my charges.
Huh.
Wild.
Yeah,
But that's how activism has been since the beginning for me. Like when I was in Oregon and they have me at Oregon Health State University studying me as per the head of the riot police's instructions. Well, he took me to the OHSU. The guy, and Dick Cheney is landing in town this day, right? They're taking Gabe Rivera up to a psych ward, and he's saying to me, I'm like, dude, what do you want? Why they're taking me to involuntary psych exam because of this alleged stalking event. And I'm like, what do you expect him to do? And he's like, I hope they put you on good drugs. And then I tried to kick out the window, like between me and him. I was like, I don't take those kinds of drugs. And but so we get there, and it takes them like an hour to even get 3 doctors to sign me in. Eventually, a guy named Dr. Miracle would be the third signature. He had to like go around the hallways and be like, yeah, well, this guy threatened the president, and Dick Cheney's in town. And I'm watching this from this room, dude, that happens to have 3 peace signs carved in it. Weird. And then this dude comes and draws my blood, and I'm like, he's like, I'm gonna take your blood. I'm like, what if I don't lay? And he's like, I'll strap you down, get 3 people in here, and we'll get your blood. I'm like, oh.
So you get called in on a stalking charge. They decide to give you a psychological evaluation.
Mm-hmm.
They lock you up for a little bit, and Dr. Miracle is the third.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. They did the.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
They couldn't wait to get me out of there. No, because I was trying to teach everyone yoga. Everybody's in there shaking pill bottles, and I'm like, no, that's not going to fix your problem.
Just a word up, Gabe. I'm not sure if you can do anything about it, but your mic is kind of sounding like a tin can sometimes.
It sounds like a tin can sometimes. Does it sound better?
Well, it's distorting sometimes when you.
Let me see if I can't get a better mic situation going while we're working on this.
I tell you what, I'm just going to mute you for a second, because as part of your activism, you're well known at the town hall meetings, and this is one of my personal favorite Gabe videos that I just want to share with everybody. So I'm just going to mute you for a second while you figure that out. And folks, let's get this party started. Give me a second here. We got it cooking, folks. Here we go.
Therefore, I implore you to join us in our efforts to service to transform lives, impact our community by supporting our various programs, events, and initiatives. Thank you for your attention, and I apologize for being over time.
Next public comment, please state your name.
Thank you for the opportunity to make public comment. Tonight, I appeared to you as Osama bin Laden on behalf of Mr. Gabe and the drug war Rivera. Oh, I said I'm Gabe Rivera, and I'm appearing as Osama bin Laden. Thanks for stipulating, Miss Madam President, as wish we could do so much to end the drug war as well. You can watch his videos, including this one, at youtube.com and the drug war, all one word. His music is at myspace.com and the drug war, all one word. And his Facebook is at facebook.com and the drug war, all one word. I'd like to thank the city and the people of Bloomington for ignoring Mr. Gabe and the drug war Rivera. Thanks to all of you, the Taliban is rich beyond our wildest dreams. We have saved up so much heroin thanks to your drug prohibition, that we are set for life. But we also let the Americans cultivate as well. It's the least we could do for them waging a war which drives up the prices. Let's face it, as Mr. End the Drug War knows, the American people are gullible. It's no secret that the CIA set up the Taliban and are using them to satisfy their cronies in the military-industrial complex through the thirst for profits through war. But like I said, the American people are gullible. For example, the 9/11 attacks, so easy a caveman can do it. A funny coincidence is the Carlyle Group's annual investment.
All right, Gabe, I think we got you back here. I'm going to unmute you. All right, so what the holy hell's going on in this town hall? What is the objective here?
All right, can I hear me?
Oh my God, that's worse.
Worse?
Sounds like a robot and it's all crackling.
I know, right? Let me try something else.
Got a bad cable there, Gay. Oh, wait.
How's that?
Oh, that's clear as a bell. Clear as a bell.
Okay. Sorry, folks.
All right. So yeah, this is a few years back.
Yeah.
And what was the end goal here? What's going on? Maybe you could explain
Right.
for the good people.
Yeah. So, that's a year. There's probably a date and timestamp on that. And I've been doing this since 2002. And for the first few years of activism, I was join this group, join that group, do this, do that. Eventually, through honing in this goddess thing and the figuring out where the money goes and flows, I realized that my city and county councils were really where I wanted to address, so that I could stop the predictable murders that you see posted at my website. And by year 6, 7, and 8 of any relationship, constant, you need to get creative to really get off, so to speak. And my point there was, they killed off Osama shortly thereafter. They had to, because I memed it out. It's that Osama bin Laden was never real. It was always some puppet. Who knows which Osama video was real or wasn't real. But that Osama, I put Pat Tillman on my most recent video for a good reason. I'm going to put him on the sticker and make sure that the Tillmans understand that it was the drug war that killed him. But so I wanted to assert the point of, this is the behind the curtain, guys. That wasn't really Osama bin Laden. Yet, Madam President, I won't even mention her name, is kind enough to make sure that I state my name clearly, because I was kind enough to call in a Wednesday beforehand and be like, hey, I'm going to come in there. I want to use an alias. Of course, because it's me, they discuss the situation. If you watch all my other things, they hardly ever talk to me, but she's makes sure, who are you? That's like, you can't, I get it. Who else would do something so silly? But I wanted to meme that Osama is a puppet, just like the way the Taliban in Afghanistan is the CIA, MI6, Mossad running their heroin. We're going to drop our heroin on the Midwest. Oh, really? I would know. Who would have ever predicted that? Who could? Oh, yeah, I did. So, yeah. It's the level of outrageousness. What did Martin Luther King? It's not how outrageous we will. It's not whether we become outrageous. It's whatever Martin Luther King said. That stuff.
Right. Okay. So, well, that's just a taste. And I mean, do you still go to the town halls? Do you still do those?
The goddess says I cannot touch this town, that they're supposed to be left alone. They get too crampy. They'll send their cops and stuff like that. I'm off to take care of celebrities.
Oh, you're focusing on celebrities now.
Celebrities I'm allowed and commanded to deal with celebrities. I'm not allowed to mess with anybody in town. No cops, no students, nobody. No stickers, nowhere. I have 4 stickers at my local skate park. Those are the only ones I can go out. Today I saw these sorority chicks all parking at the skate park, and I wanted to sticker them up with some either Rachel Feige or Ryan Dunn. They probably wouldn't relate to that. And I'm instructed to leave that alone. So Bloomington I lost here, obviously.
So you've been instructed by your goddess. Correct?
Yeah, the goddess. Yeah, correct. Yeah.
And so what, I mean, are you allowed to divulge what celebrities you'd be focusing on?
Yeah, well, the Ryan Dunn sticker.
Yeah, well, by sticker, I'm not sure. Okay. All right, there we go. We got stickers, folks.
Yeah.
And
I already handed one. Yeah, with Ryan Dunn. And so I'm going to go turn the whole reason I'm on this program is to announce that this is now the biggest LOLs meme of all time.
Okay, well, what's with Ryan Dunn? What's going on?
He ended up dying in a car wreck. He's a member of Jackass. Jackass 4 is coming out right now. They're trying to exclude this guy called Bam, who's really the founder. He recently filed a LOL suit. Oh, sorry. Ernesto, Larry King of Lowe's Cow. Sorry, I get into it. Yeah, so they're the Lowe's Cow. Bam, Johnny Knoxville, Steve-O. The whole Jackass crew is now the Lowe's event of all time. Announced here.
All right. So
announced here.
So are you advocating for like justice for Ryan Dunn, or just awareness of the situation, or?
If any of those guys want to apologize to me personally for not doing more to end the drug war today, which would have saved Ryan Dunn's life, I will gladly accept that apology. As much as Ernie can face me, if Ernie has the balls to face me, guys, I'm open, here. Let's have a chat. Face me. Bring Tom Green. Bring your fucking best clown. I'm going to clown you about killing your fucking stupid-ass friend, you moron bitch. What culture do you want to fucking... How many have to die? I saw the song I sang about this fucking bullshit. How many going to die before the Lowe's counting is good enough, you fucking morons? Sorry, Ernie, did I do that too wrong?
No, that's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Sorry, okay.
You're passionate. This is a man.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys.
So, okay, so that's Ryan Dunn. So who else is on the list, the goddess list?
I think I'm gonna start with Mr. Moffat. Alex Moffat is at a local comedy club this weekend.
Okay.
I'm gonna try. I'll see if he'll help me out with the sticker. I'm gonna do a little skit with him. Hey, sign the sticker. I'm gonna talk about Sam Kinison being here in 2 weeks. Sam Kinison's at the Limestone Comedy Festival.
Okay.
You're supposed to say Sam Kinison's dead.
Well, he's dead. Yeah.
No, I mean this other death. The Sam Kinison that didn't fake his death.
Okay, the other one.
The other one. The other screaming retard comic. So this weekend. This is celebrities. And so at Moffat, hopefully, I don't know. I have to present it to him. I have to be like, hey, dude, here's this sticker. I'm going to do a little thing and have you sign it and put it on my YouTube. This might sink your career for being in any way associated with me. Or I could just do it without even telling him. How would you do it?
Oh, I don't think I would, tank someone's career or potentially.
Right.
Right. Just without their knowledge.
You want to discuss it.
I think, probably getting his consent would be wise. Do you think it's safe to approach these people? Like, do you think, there may potentially be... Oh, we lost Gabe. We lost audio, folks. Gabe, we can't hear you. We've lost the connection, folks. Oh, there we got him back. We can hear you now, Gabe.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What did you have to say?
Got a phone call to kick things around.
Oh, gotcha.
What do we lose?
Whatever you were saying there, I didn't hear any of that. But what other stickers do you have? What other besides Ryan Dunn?
The only other sticker I have is the Rachel Feige one. I mean, this is my one. This is technically my logo because she died on the 3 days after my birthday on 2013 after I went to the Birth of Venus statue. So she's on stickers. I can't hand those out. I can't hand these boards out at Zionsville Skate Park or any of that stuff. So, yeah. Those are the only stickers I have. I may end up making a Pat Tillman and going to whatever football team that he was a part of and stickering some people there. But right now I have to be on the Ernie program. The Larry King of Lulz Cow announced that we're turning Bam and the Jackass crew into the Lulz Cows of all time.
Right.
And proceed.
And you've issued a challenge to any of these
They won't take it.
jackasses to face you.
They would never.
No, I don't think it's going to happen either.
No, I'll be there in person.
Right. So you're gonna actively seek these people out at like conventions and speaking events, and
I'm gonna go to Jackass 4 opener with my selfie GoPro.
Okay.
And these handy dandy stickers.
Right.
Yeah. And be like, hey, Tom Green. And I'll put my face next to his crotch and be like, hey, your crotch was in royalty, wasn't it? And this is a 360. So, yeah. You know, so the lulz will go down whether they avoid me or not. Hollywood can't avoid me forever, bitches. Let's go. Sorry.
Gabe against Hollywood. He's going to bring him down. All right. So Jackass is the first step. Is this the first major assignment since being, I guess, recruited by the goddess?
Well, since our last forays in which I had to buckle down for a while and deal with my whole inheritance situation and all that.
So this truly is the next chapter in the drug war today.
It is the gold coin chapter. I'm in the gold coin phase. Like it's big baller time. Yeah, we roll big now. Like the whole rest of it was poverty time. Here's my 5-ounce silver with pearl inlay, mother of pearl inlay, pioneers of aviation. Yeah. So yeah, now like I was in tents a lot of times. Like the cops drove me homeless and stuff like that. Oh man, that was terrible. This time,
well, you used to live in a tent at one point, didn't you?
Yeah, I had to. The cops were driving. If you try and interrupt the police's heroin and pill network, they're gonna fucking give pills to one of their confidential informants and be like, hey, Gabe, blah, blah, blah. Whatever it takes to get that fucking idiot to come try and shoot me with a gun.
But you didn't try to shoot any police with a gun, did you?
No, but they'll plant that information somewhere, guaranteed.
Right.
Last time I went to an event, I was informed that I had brought a gun to the event. When I went to the walk for the homeless, last event I went to in Bloomington, I was given information when I went to the skate park by this girl that skates there and is also an activist. She graduated Masters of Civil Rights, whatever, out of IU. And she's like, I heard you had a gun when you went to the homeless thing. So whether I bring a gun or not, it doesn't matter. They'll print me as the guy with the gun.
Well, wait, this is just some like chick at the skate park or whatever telling you she heard you went with a gun. What's that got to do with the cops?
That's a modus of operandi. That's the same kind of game they pull since 2000, since whenever I got into activism. Oh, Gabe's getting too big, too fast. Let's say he's stalking random chick at an event that also 300-400 other people go to. He's never been to this chick's home or doesn't know her phone number, has met her 4 times in his life. The police have ways of dumping some coke on you, putting kiddie porn on your computer. When you're a real activist, you get carried out, your fucking lover carried to Mexico and fucking done Mexican style, you know? And everybody knows what that means. That's no bullshit. So, yeah.
I just feel there's so much more to this story. I think we're just scratching the surface here.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, because this is interesting so for people that don't know, you have this, as featured in the Donkashane video, you have this, like, lack of a better word, like blackboard, and it's got the pictures of past victims that you believe have suffered. Set. They're like the casualties of the drug war in your eyes, right? Like these are but like, you know, there's some of them are local people, law enforcement,
all local,
young students,
all local. Yeah,
right?
Young students. Yeah.
And I know the one blonde girl in particular you were very focused on. Now, does that, and I think I asked you this years ago, No, I
No
disagree.
more than any other.
Okay.
No more than any other example. If you drop a dead body in front of my face, you and I are on the boots on the ground and we're in the freaking first incursion in Vietnam, you're going to report, hey, Sergeant so-and-so dropped on the ground, or whoever, whoever. These people dropped on the ground in ways I sang a song about, predicted exactly how they died in a song in front of the city council, exactly how they would die. Yet it's still happening.
Well, I just want people to understand that too, because that kind of gives that video, that opening clip I played of you singing along Dankeschön with the people behind, like what you're thanking them? Are you showing them gratitude, or is it a kind of cynical sarcasm to the people watching?
I like that. That's a great interpretation, Ernie, and I really appreciate that. It is a lamentation. It is my way of saying I haven't forgotten. Please, all of you, get to know these people. It's my sample set. It's when I went to IU, I was in science. I was going to do environmental science, and we learned this thing called the sample set. And the people that have died here, all local, because I do local to global. Now I'm going to do the celebrities, and the celebrities are going to be like, you're just trying to be Mr. Celebrity. I don't give a fuck about you punk bitches for 20 years. You know what I mean? And I did the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, yeah.
Right. So at that time, like, and I had to ask back then, like, one of the people that you were somewhat fixated on, was that not related to the stalking charge? Like, didn't you have something to do with one of the victims? Like, you personally? I seem to remember you kind of did. There was a connection there. There was a connection.
The only connection I can have, I can identify with any of those people, is I served alcohol at one point in time to what's her face, the Susan Keenan, the teacher. When she went to Puccini's My Work one time, she committed suicide 3 days after my birthday in 2012. Rachel Feige was 3 days after my birthday on 2013, after I went to the Birth of Venus statue. I had no personal relations or interactions with any of those people other than that. I'm sure Police Chief Cash knew me personally.
Mm-hmm. So if you don't mind me asking, what was the story behind the stalking?
Lisa Marie Napoli. I have one stalking charge here in Bloomington. I dated this chick early on. I would call her operative number one for whatever group of forces could tag me from Portland to Bloomington. She was a purported conflict resolution professor. She wanted to portray me as whatever, some sort of demon, and I tried to make a point of like, okay, let's say I am a demon. What about them? That was way before they died, though. Honestly, back then I was worried more about Mexico, neighboring cities. I never thought it would get so bad here in America that we completely capitulated to the drug war, like that we have completely lost.
Right. Oh, very fascinating take. So you were also very concerned with it's still a concern, but I mean, this goes very deep, folks. I guess it's how far down the rabbit hole do we want to go? But I mean, there are much bigger implications than just local, right? You were explaining even at the time. Let's get into the broader context of ending the drug war today. Like you had talked about, like the prohibition of drugs being used as a tool to manipulate the people or oppress certain peoples throughout the years. Maybe briefly, I know that's a very large and deep topic, but maybe if you could string together a few connections here for the good people.
Okay, it's as simple as what you just said, Ernie. I mean, I remember when Bill Hicks, whatever, the Comic Outlaws, was talking about this stuff in the 80s. Same, and making jokes about it. And that's why I'm breaking into comedy, you know what I mean?
Right.
Sam, Bill, River, Phoenix. I hope I can hang out. Don't treat me the way the activists did in Portland, okay? Or the cops here. Actually, I have a lot of respect for the cops here. I will say this. I'm doing what I'm doing because I have received personal thank yous from Bloomington Police. I I owe Bloomington Police this moment. That, you know, I had 5 felony charges pending. One of the police officers that had never missed a deposition didn't show up. Thank you, officer. For this is for you.
Okay. Well,
Amongst the others, yeah.
I hope he's listening. I hope he gets this. So,
Not sure.
Right. So,
So he'll get it.
you think this even goes up as far as you mentioned, like the Queen of England was involved?
The Queen of England is involved in my gold coin spell because she's on the gold coins, right? 1. 2, the other part of the gold coin spell, 007, etc. There's 5 gold coins. They all feature the Queen, right? This one's the only one without a tiara, though, and that's a Canadian maple, great coin. So, A, B, part of the gold coin spell is founded on watching 2 Maltese dogs for 10 years the way the Queen would have wanted dogs to be watched. The Queen was on Malta, okay? The Queen was on Malta for some Maltese dogs. I watched them for 10 years like they were the Queens, you know what I mean? Not for that reason, but
right.
The Queen loves dogs, dude.
Okay.
And so now that Prince Philip has passed and he died on his birthday, there was an eclipse. That's a divine right. I call out the divine right, thusly being probably the only person to call out the divine right and how the eclipsing of the moon relates to Prince Philip and the sun of the moon process. How, the Queen is the sun and Prince Philip is the sun and the Queen is the moon, and they have reached, after 70 years, that regal of status, right?
Right.
Literally, that level of power, Queen of England, 70 years. Queen of the Commonwealth for 70 years. And, if you come to me, I'm military, dude. I understand military intelligence as well, better than anyone on planet Earth. I would have you.
Mm-hmm.
So if you come to Gabe Rivera and say, take me to my leader, you're coming to me. Or I'll take you to the Queen, because she runs me the way she would like me to be run. To take that for granted, a little bit underestimates Her Majesty's fleet and or naval intelligence, etc. So I don't take for granted. 1, 2, when I get haunted by John Lennon, by Sharon Tate. I have all that stuff out there, and I get haunted by Prince Philip, which is the best haunting ever. It's like this. He has this spacious life. He has this everything's big. It's never a worry. The rooms are huge, dudes. You're just so chill. He's so chill, so proper, and he presents me this image of the Queen when she's 23, completely dressed, sans tiara, and she's this vision of beauty that you just couldn't. I don't think there is another one besides of Elizabeth that could have been what she did for the past 70 years. And it's those kinds of hauntings that are my reward for my 20 years, all of which are I'm for humanity, I haven't shot anyone. No, I don't stalk motherfuckers that are activists. Yeah, I had some girlfriend issues 20 years ago. I don't have those now. But I believe I am a thought bubble of Queen Elizabeth that was allowed to manifest in the very fashion that's being allowed to manifest, to where I'm on the Larry King of Lulzcow program of announcing the Lulzcowing of these fucking clowns that aren't even going to have the balls to face me when you do. You know what I'm saying? How lulzy is that, that's your bro. I'm going to fucking sticker it up. You guys down? So it's a weird thing to see. It's going to be weird to see.
How do we get stickers?
That's probably a copyrighted image. I don't know. I could argue fair use. You could go to the I don't know if the opener is going to happen on the 22nd, October 22nd, but I swear I'm going to hand them out. And other select areas too. I'm going to give one to Bobcat, Goldthwait, the other Sam Kinison. I'm going to give one to Alex Moffat, and then I'm driving my way out through California and just stickering up wherever I think that it will get to BAM or Steve-O or Johnny Knoxville. Dude, Johnny Knoxville was on this talk show the other night, the Jimmy Kimmel Show, I think it was, maybe. And they had a guest host on, and the guest host made this joke like, your career is over after this movie, from what I heard. And he took it like serious. You know, it's the thing you say, like, I don't know who would watch a program with me on it. You know, it's like your classic standard joke. You know what I mean? Like, I think we already said that. Like, you said about how I'm sure homie is going to watch this. And I'm like, yeah, me too. But you never know. So, yeah.
So, okay. Well, I mean, anything we can do to help get the word out there for sure. I don't, you got me speechless, Gabe. I'm choking on my own words. Is there anything you want to add?
Well, so I didn't have time to check a chat. I didn't have thing. I'm to ask permission from the Lulz crew, the Lulz cow, to turn these cows, they're so milky, into cows, right? Who should I go to if I have an introduction on the Lulz cow mission? Where should I be on planet Earth to do that?
I think this is a good place to start.
This is it.
This is it, folks.
Yes. So all I need, you don't have to work down there. I'll handle all that business. If you want to join the religion, I'm putting out breadcrumbs for that. But it's into religion and the drug war today. Will present it to the Queen, see if she'll sanction it, whatever. I no beef there, you know. I'm ruled over. I'm not an idiot. So the sun rules over the fucking planet and scorches trees. I'm not gonna hate. You know what I mean? It happens. I'm glad we have the victory coin. It's 2021. I got 2 of them. Victory, baby. Victory, Queen of England. I'm in. I'm totally gold coin in, babies.
So how can people join the cause? I think maybe some people may be still a little confused of exactly what's going on. Like, what would be expected of them to help end the drug war today?
Sure. Well, okay. So I'll put it like this: divinely guided. So I'm always looking for these coincidences to guide me, right? And one day I'm at IU when I'm poor and I don't have a home, and I'm putting out flyers like 250 a day over IU campus, right? Per day. And I'm looking around. I'm always looking for inspiration, coincidence, and I see this thing, and it's Hitler's propaganda techniques. Thusly, Hitler had to stomp through the square loudly at first. Loudly. The smaller you are, the louder you are. We'll do, you can dress up like Osama bin Laden if we can make sure that you won't get shot, and you can do some sort of troll lulz. We get as troll lulzy as we want, you know, NBC level of trolls lulz.
So basically what you're saying, what I'm hearing is you were inspired, at least to a certain degree, by Hitler. Is that kind of what you just said?
I did.
Okay. Okay, folks, I think this is a good spot to end it. Let's no, but is there anything you'd like to say to the people before we exit the interview?
I can't. My deepest appreciation for all of you for the past 6 years of reprieve and space and time to deal with the bullshit that I dealt with. 2, I'm utterly privileged to be on the Larry King of Lulz, and yeah, if you want to join, man, figure out which one of your loved ones you want to sacrifice. So that might happen in warfare, and this is. Like, it's a real war. People die for what I do. It's terrifying. I don't know if I'd recommend it to my worst enemy. Heads up.
All right. Well, that's a glowing endorsement. I hope that you get some recruits. Again, that's endthedrugwartoday.com. Of course, you can check out his videos over on YouTube. Always entertaining. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So, there we are. Thank you very much, Gabe, for coming on this afternoon.
Ernie, can't thank you enough, buddy. Can't thank you enough. Big honor.
All right. Have a good day and a better tomorrow, folks.
Yep.
Thanks for joining.
Bye. Yep. Bye-bye.
Yeah.